How about the Lowell cheerleaders welcoming us back to 13 on Your Sidelines, week 1 here, Matt?
Yeah, channeling their inner Little John and the East Side boys, too. Caledonia and Portage Northern have played 3 times before. All 3 were playoff games, and all 3 resulted in Caledonia wins. Tonight, the Fighting Scots and Huskies squared off against each other in the season opener. Late first quarter, Caledonia from the 4. Bryce Backus gets the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it to Lincoln Senti, who gets the touchdown, making it 7-0 Caledonia. Middle of the second, we go. Caledonia is going to be at the 37-yard line, and Bryce Backus, he's going to throw it up deep to Tyden Scutch. Takes it all the way in for the score, makes it 13-0 Scots. Huskies from the 36, looking to get back into this. Quarterback gets the ball, and he is going to attempt to throw to the receiver, but he's going to be picked off by Logan Ewell. Takes it all the way back for the score, 19-0 Caledonia. They get one more before the end of the half. Scots on the 4 again. Bryce Backus calls his own number, punches it in, 27-6 at that point. Caledonia goes on to win this one, 48-12. Peter, talk about a statement win.
That is a lot of scoring to open up your season. That's what you hope for when you're putting in those grueling hours at camp. That's a strong start here, Matt, to this season.
Absolutely. And Caledonia was not the only OK Red team to make the trip down to the Kalamazoo area.
No, Jennison also hitting the southbound lanes of US 131 to open up the season against Kalamazoo Central. The 3rd straight years, the Wildcats and Maroon Giants, love that name, have squared off in the season opener. 3rd quarter, Kalamazoo Central's Colby Krieger powers it in from 5 yards out to give the Maroon Giants a 20-13 lead. Kalamazoo Central finishing 6-4 last year, but they're having a lot of fun this year. Still the 3rd quarter, Jennison from the 4, Anthony Emus fighting his way into the end zone, tying the game at 20. 4th quarter, Jennison from the 5, Carson Rogala calling his own number, finding his way into the end zone. It's 27-20 Jennison. The Wildcats ended last year with a 4-6 record. What a way to open up this season. A win here would be last-ditch effort for Kalamazoo Central. Why not just chuck it up down the sideline, see if someone's there. Who is it? Oh, it's Jennison's Cohen Chatfield, the wrong guy, as the Wildcats seal the game. Jennison starting 1-0, winning 27-20, Matt. Back in the early 2000s, let's go way back. The Forest Hill Schools district was experiencing some really massive growth.
Yeah, Peter, and 2 high schools in that district just wasn't going to cut it anymore. That is how Forest Hills Eastern became the district's 3rd high school in 2004. Since then, Northern and Eastern have squared off 4 different times, and the Huskies have won all of them. Maybe tonight would be different because the Hawks had a chance to get their first win on their home field. 3rd quarter, Forest Hills Eastern trying a little trickery, but Adam Carlson reads it, scoops the fumble, returns it for a 50-yard touchdown to tie the game up at 21. Later on, Owen Ostapo, former 13 on Your Sidelines MVP of the week, I believe, maybe an MVP of the year nominee, completes a 15-yard pass to Liam Rozier. That's good for a Husky first down. However, the drive was stopped shortly after. Owen Ostapo again trying to buy some time, but here comes Reese Serba. Huge sack on 3rd down. We move on to the 4th quarter now. Jordan Shabazz, he has been a fast player for the Forest Hills Eastern Hawks, and he is going to find a hole. Runs 15 yards to put the Hawks in good field position a few plays later. It is going to be Mr. Shabazz again on the run. This time, he's going to find the end zone. The extra point is good, putting the Hawks on top. That is your final score, 28-21.
You were the only person who would put census data in a lead-in to high school football highlights.
I love those random old facts like that. After winning a regional title last year, East Kentwood is hoping to make it even further under Tyrone Spencer in his 3rd season as head coach.
Things have really changed under Spencer. Tonight, the Falcons opening up against Southfield A&T from the east side, a Warriors team that went 2-7 last year. This is just the 2nd play from scrimmage for East Kentwood. The give to Dallas Moody. He's got a convoy of blockers. He is gone. Rumbling down the sidelines. You can't catch him. That's the opening salvo from East Kentwood. Triple H, hand him the belt. He's earned it. A little wrestling reference for you, Matt, there. Ensuing East Kentwood drive, Colin O'Connor with the flip to Stephon Jones. He is speedy, circumnavigating his way for a score. 14-0 East Kentwood. The Falcons also flying around on defense. Elijah Bondin and Damari Love Simmons. A lot of hate on that sack there, swarming on the play. East Kentwood, Matt, they want to chip this year, and they've already got the big goals. We pick up this punt return already in progress. It's Jones again with an open lane. No one can track him down. These fans blinked, and it was 28-0 with 10 minutes left. Here's another score for your troubles. Moody just stomping it in. Night, night, he says. The wrestling belt's pretty fitting, Matt, because the Falcons laid the smackdown on the Warriors. 55-0 is your final. What a way to start the season.
Peter and I, big wrestling fans. So somebody's going to have a fun nickname in the weeks to come. Still to come, though, crosstown rivalry back on in Grand Rapids. Ottawa Hills facing off against Union at their shared home of Hausman Field.
And West Catholic looks to avenge its one and only loss of last season as the Falcons travel to Northview to take on the Wildcats.